All right, all right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Guys, let's go ahead and get into it. You seen on the screen. If you did not, I'll go ahead and let you know. Everything that I state is allegedly, and it's always in my opinion. This is the Copyright Act of 1976. This is for fair use. It's also for entertainment purposes only. And it's always that jazz. And let's not forget Section 107 of the Copyright Act. So, not going to really stick on anything too long because I have a few videos to show you guys. Let me go ahead and put my trigger warning up here and remove this. Okay, trigger warning. This is about a former police officer in Wisconsin turned security coordinator at a high school. And he's recording high school girls. But you got to listen to the story because, baby, he needs to be put under the jail. And I hope the parents make sure that happened. And you guys are going to be very upset when you hear his bond. So let me go ahead and share this with you guys. Like I said, this is a trigger warning. If things like this trigger you, go ahead and leave now. I won't speak of having an issue with it. It will not bother me. It'll bother me more if you sit and watch. Let me go ahead. The first thing I want you guys to do, I want you to listen to this video. And this is a shout out. I want to send a shout out to Fox 6 in Wisconsin, Fox News, Channel 6. And I want to go ahead and let me make sure that banner is not in the way. It doesn't look like it's in the way. So let me just make this a little bit bigger. And here we go.
Soray Catholic High School is now promising change after administrators found a hidden camera in the girls' locker room.
Abril Preciado talked to parents about whether they think the new measures are enough.
La comunicación.
Reassurance. That's what this letter from Cristo Rey Jesuit High School says it's trying to offer parents.
Con los estudiantes, con nuestros hijos.
Like Rosario Ulloa.
Era una frustración horrible porque como te
Last week was extremely frustrating. As a parent, you can only assume the worst.
The letter was shared in both English and Spanish.
Sí, estuvimos platicando.
My daughter was reading it to me and explaining what it said.
This after former security coordinator Fernando Bustos was charged, accused of making hidden camera recordings in the school's girls' locker room. On Friday, parents confronted administrators about why families only found out weeks after police were called.
I'm going to show you guys. I have to stop in between to get my content. I'm going to show you guys on Instagram where I initially seen the story and give credit to that person. But where I initially seen the story, I was like, well, what's going on? But I'm going to have you guys to listen to it. So let me get this out of the way.
I was really upset at first because they were not telling us anything, but I'm starting to see that they are opening up now, especially with our kids.
In the letter to families, the school lays out the next steps, including reviewing potential changes to employee background checks, creating a web page for frequently asked questions, and adding security measures like bag checks, more guards on campus, and regular inspections for recording devices.
You have been very involved throughout this whole, since it started. How do you feel now after reading this letter?
By the looks of it, I'm seeing the school is taking direct action, and that is really important to me. I feel like it is bringing me a lot more ease and clarity as a parent.
Several parents asked for the school to address their concerns in a large assembly. The school said no. Instead, administrators will gather a smaller group of parents for feedback. In the meantime, families say they're feeling more reassurance than before, but they're still watching to see how things unfold. In Milwaukee, Abril Preciado, Fox 6 News.
Okay, thank you, Fox 6 News. Let me stop sharing. Thank you for that reporting. I have a lot to say, but let me go ahead and move on to the next. I want you guys to see the parents are like, you done lost your mind. There is no way y'all getting out of here. Okay, so they have an assembly. They said it wasn't going to have one, but they had an assembly. And this is over on Instagram. And I want to send a shout out to OC_inside where this popped up. So I want to send a shout out to them. And it says here, and the name of the school, and I want to make sure I say it right. I'm not sure, but it's Cristo Rey. And it's like, I think it's a Catholic school, high school. But anywho, let me let you see the parents of what they got to say. Hold on. So you guys just seen the video that showed that the parents were in the gymnasium. I'm not sure if you could really see, but the administration was trying to get out and they were not hearing it. So this is, let me go ahead and pull up and share my screen with you guys to show when this originally started. Okay, before I show you the news reportings. This originally began in February. This was on February the 18th. The school discovered, okay, let me back up. In early March of 2025, Cristo Rey Jesuit High School in Milwaukee faced a trouble scandal when a former security guard, Fernando Busto, was accused of placing a hidden camera in the girls' locker room. And I will say allegedly because he hasn't been convicted yet. But this all stemmed from, let me go ahead and make sure you guys can see it. This all stemmed from, in February the 18th, the school discovered personal recording devices and stored video files of students and staff members, which appear to have been made without their knowledge. So this is what stemmed the investigation. This guy, as you can see, he was a former police officer turned security coordinator. So, of course, his background is going to come up squeaky clean. So, sorry about that, guys. So, at this point in time, they had no reason to suspect that the person who's supposed to be protecting everyone at the school is actually the alleged perpetrator. So, let me go ahead and stop sharing that with you guys. And I want to go ahead and I'm going to I want to bring this one up first. Should I bring this one up first? Yeah, I'll bring this one up first. This right here is channel 58, CBS News. I want to send a shout out to them. CBS channel 58, CBS News. I want to go ahead and share my screen. And I want you guys to listen to what they have to say. And this is going to be dealing with the security guard, Busto, or however you say his name. He's going to be in court. He's going to be in court, and we want to just see what he has to say. So let me make this bigger.
People are crying still. They're hurt. You know, they feel betrayed.
The shock and the sense of betrayal is still strong as a former high school employee goes to court in a hidden camera case. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Natalie Shepard.
I'm Jessa Breisbeck. We appreciate you being there. And we start tonight with the latest on a former employee at Cristo Rey Jesuit High School facing felony charges for allegedly recording girls inside a locker room.
Dozens of families gathered to see 41-year-old Fernando Bustos plead not guilty. He is now bound over for trial. CBS 58's Catherine Merck talked to some of the victims who went to court today.
As a parent, I'm upset. I'm frustrated. I'm hurt. This doesn't sit well with me as it doesn't sit well with many others.
By holding up signs outside of the courthouse and lining the halls inside.
And I am hopeful that justice is served for us.
Students and parents made their presence known.
State of Wisconsin versus Fernando Bustos.
As a former security coordinator at Cristo Rey Jesuit High School went before the court.
I'd waive its formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty to the sole charge.
According to court documents, 41-year-old Fernando Bustos hid cameras that recorded 349 videos over the course of a year inside the girls' locker room at the school.
I would always change in the locker rooms, and honestly, it was a confidential.
You can see the hurt in this child's eyes. You can see the hurt. Imagine, and somebody that's listening to this may have went through this, but imagine, and like I say, allegedly, because they have the videotape, but everyone is innocent until proved guilty, and he's stating he's not guilty. But anywho, the violation, the shame, you don't know what he's done with that stuff. You don't know where he's put it, where he's uploaded it. You don't know anything. What was his purpose? Why? Look at the hurt in this child's eyes. And it's not just children, it was adults as well in the locker room where he had the camera. I mean, really? Oh my gosh. But let me go ahead and let it keep playing.
Space just to change and all that, and just for it to be shut down like that, it's just triggering just going in there now.
Bustos faces a felony charge of invasion of privacy using a surveillance device. If convicted, he could get 3 years in prison with a $10,000 fine.
As a parent, I really feel like he should get more time.
Attorneys said more charges could be on the way as the investigation unfolds. School leaders gave an excused absence for those who wanted to watch Bustos enter the courtroom.
A lot of these ladies are hurt. They feel betrayed by someone that should have been there for them.
These students and parents wanted this man to know they're standing together, united in pain.
Honestly, it just shows that we were really truly affected by his actions and what he did.
Don't cry, baby. Don't cry. Don't cry. See, stuff like this pisses me off. First of all, when I read that this clown could possibly get, like they said, a $10,000 fine, possibly in 3 years, parents, y'all need to push for this to be a jury trial. I don't know what the statutes and what the laws are in Wisconsin, but parents, y'all need to come together and get in all y'all, pull y'all money together. Y'all need to set up a GoFundMe page, and y'all need to get an attorney that's going to speak for you guys, because at the end of the day, this is child P. This is child P. I don't care if he distributed it or not, or whatever his intent was. If he's found guilty, I think just like with that situation that happened with old boy who was the gymnastic teacher, and he was doing all those things he did to those gymnasts, and his butt serving, I mean, he's never getting out. And I think it should be on a count per count basis. He did almost 400 videos. That's how many accounts. It should, man, I'm gonna tell you, there is no way homeboy could have done this. And I don't care if I have a son or a daughter, it's still the same. The violation is a violation. And I'm gonna say allegedly until he's found guilty. But a violation is a violation. This no different than a child going somewhere in a public setting and like they put cameras in the toilets and all that stuff. I've seen a person get more time for one, not even one of how many, like they put a camera in the toilet. There's too many people. There's too much. There's too much. Parents do, and I'm gonna tell you, do not, like when that woman, was talking in Spanish and stuff and saying she liked it. No, the school they're not doing enough. How they supposed to protect your babies and you can't even see the crime? You can't even see the perpetrator doesn't even have a background. So how are they supposed to check your children? There should be no cameras in the locker room. They need to put, I would make it for them to have to put some equipment, some type of detectors in there that can detect cameras in the bathrooms, in the locker rooms. They need to do more than just all that stuff. I'm livid. I have kids, and baby, don't cry. Don't cry, because I'm getting upset. I'm telling y'all not to be triggered. I'm triggered. I never seen this. I see the first video, but I didn't see this one. This right here hurt my heart. This hurt my heart right here. I didn't see this video. I seen when the guy started talking and I clipped it and I said, I'll let y'all watch it, but I didn't see this part right here. This is right here is really hurting me. This is really hurting me. How kids supposed to go to school and feel safe to go to school when it's the. Let me go ahead, because baby, y'all don't understand. Let me go ahead.
It was really hurtful, you know, and it's very unacceptable of what he did.
Bustos will be back in court here in mid-April. Reporting outside the Milwaukee County Courthouse, I'm Catherine Merck, CBS 58 News.
Okay, once again, thank you, CBS Channel 58. Shout out to you guys. Let me stop sharing. Whoo, baby. Ree had to go ahead and catch herself. Hold on. Girl, them legs shaking. Them piss me off. And this is another channel, channel Fox 6 News out of Milwaukee. They have a different little spin on it. And I listened to a little bit of this, so I'm hoping nothing triggers me on here, child. It's trigger day. I'm a trigger. You know, shoot, I could make a song instead of what's his name, to my trigger, whatever, trigger man. But anywho, let me do this because you know, I baby, baby.
The man accused of recording inside the girls' locker room at Cristo Rey Jesuit High School went before a judge today, but he was not alone. A large crowd of parents and students was there as well. April Preciado was there, and she brings us more tonight.
People are crying still. They're hurt. You know, they feel betrayed.
Dozens of students and parents gathered at the Milwaukee County Courthouse Thursday morning.
State of Wisconsin versus Fernando Bustos.
All to stand in Fernando Bustos' preliminary hearing. The 41-year-old is the former Cristo Rey Jesuit High School security coordinator accused of recording girls inside the locker room for a year. He is charged with invasion of privacy.
Did you also understand that by waiving that hearing, you are conceding that the state can establish probable cause, and you will be ordered to stand trial?
Yes.
Ultimately, he entered a plea of not guilty.
I'm saddened and disappointed. Lots of students are crying because they are distraught after hearing him say he's.
Now let me go back. I want to go back and make sure y'all realize this guy right here is not the security guy. This is the security guy. This joker right here. This joker right here is the one they showed the picture of. He's the security. You know, they kept the camera on the black guy too long. He is not. Okay? He's not. That's not him. Just want to make sure. Let me go ahead and go back to where I was.
I'm saddened and disappointed. Lots of students are crying because they are distraught after hearing him say he's innocent.
It's going to be a lengthy process or whatnot, and I mean, I'm here for it.
We reached out to the school, and in a statement they sent to Fox 6, they say, quote, Cristo Rey Jesuit High School stands in solidarity with our students and families to see that Fernando Bustos is brought to justice, adding, attorneys are working closely with law enforcement officials so that we can focus our energy and efforts on the education and well-being of our students.
I am hoping and I am hopeful that justice is served for us.
In Milwaukee, April Preciado, Fox 6 News.
Okay. Let me stop sharing that. And I wanted to, let me see what this is. Let me take that down. Let me see that they say anything else on here. Okay, let me read some of these stats that some of the stuff they've already stated, but I want to read some of these stats that they have on here. If you guys can, let me see, can you see it? Let me see, can I blow it up a little bit more? I should have printed. Let me see, can y'all see it? Okay, well, that's as good as gold. But anywho, it states on here, if you can read right up there, it was just stating he's a former police officer. But I want to, it says Bernusto is one of nearly 200 officers included on the Brady list, a list of law enforcement officers who have lied, broken the law, or acted in a way that affects their credibility to be a witness. So My question is, okay, I'm gonna write this down because I want to do some more research on this Brady list. This Brady list, so he's nearly 200. He's on a list, so he's 199. He makes 200. So my question is, was he on this list before or after this happened? Did he make the list now? I want to know. Let's see. It says, I'm looking up, it says Brady list potentially impeachment disclosures, search individuals. So let me search and see. Oh, wow. So let me find out this Brady list. Product recalls. Okay, any. Let me do Wisconsin. Okay, let me show y'all what I'm looking at. I'll go back to that. Let me stop sharing. Let me go here. I wanted to show this to you guys. Brady list. Okay, that right there. Okay, I looked up the Brady list, and before I looked it up, okay, let me show you guys this before, because in case you want to go look yourself, I put in Brady list, and I put in. Okay. When I put in Brady list, I said Brady list officer because I didn't know what I was looking for. But anywho, on here, if you see where it says Brady list potential impeachment disclosure, search individuals, you can, when you click on it, I'm going to show you where it says states and everything. And right here, it states that the Brady list is a compilation. Hold on, let me see. Can I make it bigger for you guys to see? Okay, it says the Brady list is a collaboration of law enforcement officials who have been accused of lying, breaking the law, or acting in a way that erodes their, I guess I said that right, erodes their credibility to be a witness. It includes the name of officers with allegations of crimes, dishonest, bias, or any other integrity concerns. Okay, so I don't know, like, let me just see. When was he? Let me stop sharing, and I want to go here. I'm going to share this page, and I want to see. I don't know if it puts a date when he was on. Okay, so if you see here where I'm showing you, I'm strolling up right there where it says any. I'm going to click there, and he's in Wisconsin. So really, any state that you're in, you can click on this and look at the Brady list of officers. So here's the list of officers in Wisconsin, and I'm strolling, and his last name was what, Boo whatever. Let me do this and see. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna stroll back up, and I'm gonna put his name in here. I already copied it. I'm gonna paste it, and I'm putting his name. Okay, there go his name with no picture. Germantown, West. Let me look at his profile. Okay, this is his profile. Let me see if it's sharing. Yeah, it's sharing. Okay, so Wisconsin Brady list, $99. So you gotta pay. So it's saying here you have to pay, I guess, to get his information. It has it said do not call, and it has their false statements, Milwaukee attorney. Okay, so post-convict and pre-trial support. Okay, so I'm assuming if I want to get more information, I would have to add that to the cart. Click on the cart right there and add it. And then it'll give me more information on him, which he's not, baby, he's not that important. But this is good to know. This is really good to know. I'm going to have to go on there and do some snooping, honey, for my state. So y'all, if y'all want to find out about certain police officers, let's say you being harassed by a police officer or something happened, or you felt like you been, scrutinized or done unfairly, look up that Brady list. Type in Google or whatever you use, Edge, Microsoft, whatever, and type in Brady List police officer or whatever, and you do like I said, put the state. If you know the name, type that name, and you gotta pay for it. But hey, sometimes look at Ree. I just did some investigations, baby. But anywho, let me get back to what I was reading. Let me share my screen. I kind of go off on some tangents sometimes. But let me go ahead and read what so that was see. So he appeared in court. So now this is what they did say on the news. Do y'all see how much that Joker bond is? Look how much his bond. A cash bond for Bradesco was set for $750. You telling me that you have recorded, and they got the recordings of over almost 400 people caught in unsavory situations, and they only gave you 700? That is a travesty, baby. I've seen people who have a little bit of Mary Jane get more of a bond than that. Saying he's due back in court March the 13th for his preliminary hearing, which I think that's ridiculous. That's why I had said this. I knew it was a reason why. It says that before firing, according to the complaint, Bradesco served the police 2020. He voluntarily resigned. That Joker didn't. Let me tell you why he resigned. That Brady List that we just looked at, that Brady List, they need to go back and look at that. And I'm quite sure the attorney general gonna go look at that. But you don't just voluntarily resign. And according to Greenfield Police Department, my thing is this: when y'all did y'all background check, did y'all not ask the police department why he resigned? Could the police department not disclose that information? Because you would think that should come up. And it states recording records show that Bradesco resigned after an incident where he mishandled evidence, which landed him on the Milwaukee County Brady List. Did he mishandle it allegedly, or did he try to do something scrupulous with it? You heard that word, scrupulous. The list, which is kept by the district attorney's office, tracks officers with a history of dishonesty, bias, or past crimes, and is used by prosecutors to fulfill their legal obligation to disclose potential favorable evidence to people accused of crimes. So they're going to use this. So see, I'm asking questions and then I'm getting the answers. The names comes from a landmark U.S. Supreme Court case, Brady versus Maryland. So, like I said, this started back on February 1819. The school officials told Milwaukee police Bradesco was ordered to turn over his school laptop and school laptop and iPhone after being fired, but he refused to give the items back. Well, I'm quite sure he refused to, because he knew what was on there, and he thought he probably was going to be able to erase it, but they get caught every time. But Bradesco demanded to be allowed to remove personal items from the electronics before returning them. I would have said hell to the no. That's what I would have said. I don't even know if I'm saying his name wrong, but instead of saying Bradesco, he need to be Buster. Take the OS off, Bust. Also told the staff he needed to retrieve personal property from a staff locker room before leaving. Oh, you wanted to go get those cameras. He was escorted by a staff member into the locker room before saying, you wouldn't want people to think the wrong thing of us in here together. So he wanted them to stand out. Because of this comment, the staff member waited by the door, but noticed Buster, I'm calling Buster, was taking an unusual amount of time to retrieve the personal belongings. Buster eventually exited the locker room with 2 full backpacks. Buster, I'm going to just call him his name, Busteo or whatever, showed the staff member a pair of shoes and 1 backpack, but refused to open the other. Subsequently, Inventory of the property items inside of Benuso's office included a camera with an SD card inside. Staff checked the SD card and found it contained hundreds of 10-second videos taken inside the high school girls' locker room. The video were recorded between May the 21st, 2024 to February 1st, 2025, according to the complaint. A detective said a review of 379 videos with timestamps between October the 7th and 8th included one showing Benesto installing a camera inside the high school. So you can't even lie and say it and it's not you. Because once you installed it, it showed your face. It showed your face. Okay, bro. My boy. Okay. Y'all can tell I'm a little upset. I'm trying to keep it cute. So anywho, let's see where I ended off. Position. Okay. Locker room position towards. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back. Installing the camera inside the high school girls' locker room, positioned towards the bathroom sink. The footage showed Besto, I don't care about his name, closing a locker and locking it with a padlock. No other cameras were found after police conducted a sweep of the school. Staff told officers the locker room is only used by female students in grades 9 through 12. You nasty dog. Oh, baby. Oh, I wish a ninja would. Oh, I wish a ninja would. I don't condone violence over here, but it would have been Mike Tyson and Holyfield. Anywho, let's see. The Cristo Rey Jesuit High School issued a statement March the 4th to the man. So y'all didn't issue a statement until March the 4th from February the 18th through the 19th. I understand police had to do their investigation and everything. But anywho, to the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel saying, our first priority is always the physical, emotional, and spiritual safety and security of our students. Let me close this over here. It is getting on my nerves. Of our students. The school said it is terminated Benesto in early February for performance reasons. So y'all lying. Y'all lying. It's not performance reasons. It's not his performance. He's a pervert. The school stated, and if y'all don't, and if it was me, parents, and the school don't change that verbiage, y'all will be getting some lawsuits from me too. That's what I would do. Baby, y'all are not going to play. If it was me, parents, y'all wouldn't play on my kids' top. The school statement said on February 18th, staff was cataloging items left behind by Busto, and they discovered the video files. We immediately notified law enforcement and turned over the devices and files. We continue to fully cooperate with the law enforcement on this matter. During the investigation, police determined some footage depicted students in undergarments, but did not contain nudity, according to the school statement. Let's see. The conduct is a clear violation of students' privacy exceptions in the school. Let me see. I don't want to read all of this. Let me see if it's anything pertinent. Oh, okay. Wait. Documents show former Greenfield officer, and this one he was an officer, investigated before 2020 his resignation. Busto was investigated for mishandling evidence ahead of him resigning from the Greenfield Police Department. Documents show on December the 4th, 2020, Busto was the lead officer in an investigation of 2 suspects committing identity theft at Paul's Wine and Liquor. and they give the address. The suspects were arrested, and items such as bottles of illegal purchased alcohol, cartons of cigarettes, and fraudulent credit cards were seized from the suspect's vehicle by Benesto. The stolen merchandise was loaded into Benesto's squad car at the scene. He later unloaded and photographed the recovered items before sending out an email to the department. But the 2 bottles of alcohol recovered from the scene weren't included in the photo. A few days after this incident, concerns arose among detectives after they could not locate the 2 bottles of alcohol recovered from the scene. They were valued $120 each. A detective conducted a follow-up with the officers who were at the scene, and police body cam footage was reviewed. Benesto and the other officers insisted all the alcohol was inventoried. Benesto was seen on the body cams and surveillance footage with the evidence taken from the scene, but the liquor seen on the body cam was never inventoried into property. After reviewing the footage, detectives concluded Benesto removed the 2 bottles of alcohol, but he never inventoried them into evidence. Benesto resigned from his position December 29th, 2020, before investigation completed. He knew that he was going to get fired. So let me tell you something, and let me stop sharing, and I'm pretty much from the end this. Let me tell you something. This went a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but it was worth it because I picked up some more information, and we found out about the Brady's list. Some of you may already knew, but I did not know. But this is my thing. I'm a firm believer when a person, and this is an analogy, when a person tells a small lie, a really, really small lie, and it's insignificant, what they gonna do with the big lie, with the big situation? This is not his first time doing something like this when it comes to the cameras, or, and I'm gonna say allegedly, the cameras or the stealing. That was $240. That's $120 a piece. You telling me that you was that hard up that you couldn't go buy you some alcohol? You may not have been able to afford the $120 one. But I'm gonna make sure, because I have some stickers of cases that I go back to find out. I'm gonna come back once this and I'm gonna make a, what did you call it? Good Lord. You know, when you guys looking for the videos, I'm gonna make a put this in a file by itself, like I got Love and Marriage and all that stuff. I'm gonna put this under the I don't know what I'm gonna name it. I'll name it something, but I'm gonna put this video under that, and then whatever else comes in, I'm gonna put it under that as well. And I'll just say update, and I'll make this video part 1, and then I'll make another part and all that stuff. But anywho, this is sad. My heart goes out to the children, the family. My heart really goes out because I really feel if the school would have done their due diligence and find out. Now, if the police, I don't know, and I would need to find out, and I'll put that in my next update to find out if somebody's on the Brady's list or somebody resigned for a reason, and if a school or a employer wants to find out why they resigned or anything, and it's a police department, can they give out that information? So I will do my due diligence on that. Let me make a note, because I will forget, to find out. And I'll put it based on when he goes to trial. I mean, not trial, when he goes to his preliminary hearing. And normally I don't go and look up records and stuff, but for him, I'm gonna make an exception. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pull up the dockets and everything, and I'm gonna read all that stuff off to you guys, because this is very sad. I just want to go ahead and tell you guys, thank you for watching. If you did not hit the like button on your way in, please hit the like button on your way out. Go ahead and comment below. I know this video is a little lengthy, but it's worth it if you want to sit down and, clean up or something and watch it, then, listen to it. So, yeah. I didn't think it was going to be this long. But I just want to say until next time, I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Turn on that red notification bell, and then when you see the little jiggles beside that bell, that's when you know you receive all my notifications. Until next time, peace and so. Mwah.